Good evening. In our news bulletin for tonight, the Electricity Act is due for a review and update to incorporate modern developments to the energy sector. The Health Department is introducing a screening process before patients are put on a list to see visiting specialists. The Niue High School English students showcased some of their literary work in motion during a Valentine's dinner concert on Tuesday evening. Niue is moving ahead with times with the various developments in the energy sector, and government has realized a need to update legislation. The Electricity Act dates back to 1960. It is outdated and due for a review to incorporate many changes that align with government's objectives to improve energy security and low-carbon developments. This is the first time that the Act will be reviewed, and it is expected that this legislation will help guide and regulate the energy sector with the support of the Niue government, SPC and IUCN. Niue released its Niue Strategic Energy Roadmap 2015 to 2025, and that focuses on 3 energy sector goals. Firstly, to integrate renewable energy into the grid. Second, to improve energy efficiency. And third, a proved and reliable energy supply. The Department of Utilities has started the process by advertising locally to seek a consultant who will work to carry out the review of the Act and draft a new Act in collaboration with the Department of Utilities, the Crown Law Office, SPC, IUCN and other relevant stakeholders. It will be a lengthy process that could take a few years, but it is important to strengthen legislation to guide practices and supply of power. The Niue Health Department has now started a screening process to prioritize patients who get to see medical specialists that come from overseas. Niue Full Hospital has a special arrangement with the county's Manukau Health District Board that allows a number of specialists to come to Niue and assess patients. Those who are considered of high priority are then put on a list for referrals to New Zealand. The department wants people to understand that there is also a process in place that will help prioritize cases so they can set a proper schedule for the specialists when they come to the island. But there are some patients who have complained that they are often overlooked or not informed when specialists are on island and miss out on the opportunity for a specialist opinion on their condition that may be outside of the scope of local doctors or general practitioners. Orthopedic and bone specialists are due to arrive in Niue on the 31st of March for 1 week, and the department has started publicizing the need for people to first go through a screening process with a medical team at the hospital. Niue Health representatives have also noticed in the past that there are still some people who insist that they need to see the specialist without any proper assessment by medical staff at the hospital. Health have stated that if people bypass this process, they may be charged for those services. In moving forward, the department will be conducting screening processes before any specialists come to the island. People who have any bone medical problems can go to the hospital to be assessed from 1 to 4 in the afternoon from Monday to Thursday up until the 22nd of March. Love was the theme of a Valentine's dinner concert that was held at Niue High School Multipurpose Hall on Tuesday evening that served as a platform for students to showcase some of their literary work in motion. People arrived in formal attire to candlelit tables and a 3-course meal prepared by Scenic Matabai, while being waited on by students from the Year 10 food, nutrition, clothing and textile classes. Just 3 weeks into the school year, and the English department has taken a new and creative approach to showcase students' work.
Most of the time they are able to do that within the confines of the classroom. But and then we thought of this idea, why not come up with a concert in February, since it's timely, and there is something we can celebrate, which is love, a big thing in this world we live in. And Roxy kind of followed me up on that, and we said, okay, let's give it a go. And then we started planning So that's really the purpose, to give the students a platform for them to be able to express themselves in any way: poetry, music, art, drama, what have you. English is not just about reading and writing and speaking and all that kind of thing. We give different avenues for kids to look into for assessment purposes and learning purposes. The kids are really, really amazing. They're so talented that they could do this whole concert in, like you said, three weeks, and that just overwhelms me. The talent that we have here in Niue. I think we need to keep on harnessing, and we need to keep on pushing our kids to, express themselves, give their best in their craft.
It was extraordinary to see the confidence and poise of students who performed poems, songs and skits. There was even a contemporary dance performed by 4 of the senior students that left people mesmerized. A handful of art students were set up painting pieces throughout the night that were later auctioned off and offered as spot prizes at the end of the evening. Jake says that the event itself proved quite demanding, but the support of staff, parents and extended families, they were able to pull it all together for what was a memorable night, not only for those who were dining, but for the performers as well.
One of the big ideas of the concert was collaboration. We wanted to pull in all, if not most, if not all, of the people here in high school, and it's just lovely that we could get FNCT to help us with training the kids. Madhavai also came to train the kids in serving and cooking the food. It's a good opportunity for them. We also have our art students. Our ICT teachers were there. They helped us with the sound system. They helped us with a lot of the technicalities. One of our math teachers was there, and even one of our intermediate teachers was there. A lot of people actually helped, and this is one good thing about this, the production that we did. It was the collaboration, and it kind of allowed people to think of. To think that there's so much that will happen when there is collaboration.
The event was something out of the ordinary, where students could express themselves and use various mediums to share their views about the different faces of love: self-love, love of family, love of God, and love of others.
A lot of the performers during that night, and even the year 10s who were involved in the serving of the food and cooking of the food, were so happy that they were part of that program. They thanked me and the English department for giving them that opportunity to express themselves. We also receive a lot of good reviews from people. Some of them posted a lot of stuff on Facebook. We received emails, praises from people after the concert. So I'm really happy that the idea of the whole purpose and the whole idea of the concert was well communicated to the people, and it was well received. I was kind of worried at some point, because there were mixed reactions to it when we were planning it and we were making it happen. But I'm really glad that it was well received after that night, and now we're saying we're glad that we did it and we made it happen, because people now understand what we really wanted them to understand. So apart from giving the students the opportunity to perform, it was really about the message of love too, that we need to start talking about love, because this is, although it wouldn't be the thing that would make the world go round, but it is life.
This is only the first production for the year and has set the bar quite high, but Jake says that they have plans for more to come. They're thankful for those who supported and made the concert a success, and hope that parents will be open in future to these types of experiences that will help build confidence of children to perform and showcase their hidden talents and realize that there is more to English than what they see in the classroom. That concludes our news bulletin for this evening. We do hope you can join us again for our next news bulletin on Tuesday next week.